What's up, compassionate people, and welcome to a vegan TV show review. Although the TV show itself isn't vegan, it's South Park. We're breaking down the episode that just aired called Let Them Eat Goo. It's an episode about, well, it's about the Impossible Burger, the Impossible Whopper, plant-based foods, and all of that. And as you can imagine, the way South Park takes it on is funny, but also a little angering in parts. It goes into the plant-based meat industry, vegan diets, and everything that's kind of the craze right now. It's popping up everywhere because of Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods and other companies that are jumping in, and it's been pretty crazy lately. And South Park's pretty good at picking up on pop culture stuff like that. It starts out with, I don't know if you've been watching South Park, but Stan's dad has been, since last season, has had a marijuana grow operation called Integrity Farms. And it starts out with him talking about how, since they're no longer able to sell to the Chinese, for some reason, that was the thing they did. Since they're no longer able to sell to the Chinese, their profits are dropping and they don't know what to do. And this all leads to an entire commentary about all of it that's pretty fucking hilarious. And there's another ongoing storyline during the episode about Cartman and how he's really pissed off about the changes in school lunches, and he's not happy. Not in the least. In fact, he continuously has heart attacks throughout the episode whenever plant-based meats are brought up or changing the lunch whatsoever. And after Cartman's heart attack, he ends up in the hospital, and the students decide to go for plant-based meats, and a shady character shows up who's a goo man who sells goo, which is plant-based goo. And he's actually a complete knockoff of the character in There Will Be Blood.
Drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
I don't know if you've ever seen that. You know, I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. That whole thing? No? It's based on Upton Sinclair book. Upton Sinclair's one of my favorite journalists. Nobody's gonna care about that. So the cafeteria food begins using this goo meat alternative, and Cartman gets back and it tricks him. He doesn't know the difference whatsoever between between the flesh tacos he used to eat and the new goo meat tacos. And so while this is oh my god. So while this is happening, Towley, the towel that gets high, and Stan's dad are trying to figure out a way to make extra money to make up for the Chinese dollars they're not getting from their weed. So they take their extra stems and seeds and all that, and they're gonna turn it into mulch. But Stan stops at a Burger King and decides to try the Impossible Whopper. And when he does, he has a revelation to turn his weed byproduct into shitty plant-based burgers. Nobody cares that the burger tastes like shit because it's good for the environment, but also it gets them high as shit. And so the Cartman story and Stan's dad's storyline converge, and the Goo Man, the knockoff There Will Be Blood character guy, I cannot remember the name of... What the hell is the name of his character? The Goo Man has a local cattle farmer drop off a whole bunch of his cattle at Stan's weed farm, or Stan's dad's weed farm, and they begin eating all their crops and they don't know what to do. And and Randy, Stan's dad, comes up with a great solution. Wait, no, it's not a great solution. Stan's dad, Randy, comes up with a fucked up solution to solve the cow problem. What do? Him and Tally grill up a bunch of their Integrity burgers, get high as hell, and go out and, in a super fucked up daze, begin shooting all the cows with shotguns and handguns. And it is pretty funny. It's disturbing, but it's funny. And it's a really funny juxtaposition because Randy is just showing that the whole reason he created the plant-based burger was profit. And it's, saying something about the industry and all that stuff. But all the cows he saved by creating that burger, he kills in that moment. And of course, it was a setup from the Goo Man, and they have live footage that they show, and it shuts down Integrity Burger's new restaurant. Butters eventually breaks down and tells Cartman that the meat in the school is not actual meat anymore. It's goo. So Cartman goes and sees the Goo Man. The Goo Man tells him what it's made of. And so Cartman goes back to the cafeteria and tells everybody he doesn't care. Because what he ate before was disgusting processed garbage, and they're still putting out disgusting processed garbage. Kind of a reverse psychology thing that makes everybody give up plant-based meats as they got in, and they see that there's no reason for it within the context of the episode. And Cartman highlights in that instant that he doesn't have a problem with it because it's just as unhealthy as what he ate before, and that's fine. And this that whole thing is an argument that happens constantly. People are like, whoa, it's not healthy. It's not about that. This whole episode kind of just highlights the divide in the vegan community and what people perceive it as in the general public that are non-vegan. And it's really funny. I encourage you, I'll actually leave a link down below so you guys can go and watch it for free on Comedy Central's, I think it's Comedy Central's website. It's somebody's website. It's official, but I highly recommend you go and see it. It's great. It's hilarious. It's like 20 minutes, totally worth watching, and it's pretty funny. There's some parts you might not find funny depending on generation.